Crunchyroll's new lethal twisted Dyle has swiftly become a fan favorite, and since his arrival, fans have been wondering the same thing. Will Twisted Dandy receive a buff too? Dandy is another lethal twisted in the game, but doesn't have the same charm or hostility as Dyle. Today we got Twisted Dandy buff news, new Shelly Optimizations, and of course, Halloween predictions. Let's get it! But first, our first conversation topic of the day comes back to the bone nerf. For those of you who don't know, bone got a nerf that basically now caps the speed you get with bone. The reason this was done was in order to combat Twisted Dyle, because Bassie was able to actually distract him. It was this. And this went completely viral. People love this. However, after that video went viral of someone actually distracting Dyle, they essentially patched it. And I'm not bringing up the argument today on whether I agree or disagree with it. Today, it just came up again regarding Bassie's ability, Springful Sharing. Then Philosopher says, hate to be that guy, but shouldn't any tune be able to do this? And this was a question brought up several times when Bassie first came out. And before I say anything about it, let's see what other people think. Honestly, I do not care about other tunes having this. The only thing I would want is tunes to drop their items when they die. That is actually such a good idea. I love that. When you die, your items pop. So if you die with a medkit, your teammates can pick up a medkit. People will start griefing each other for items. That's also a good point. You got me there. You got me there. That would legitimately be so awesome. Sometimes I have to leave mid-run, and being able to just run into a twisted and drop myself everywhere would be a nice farewell gift for my teammates. No, 100%. I love that idea, honestly. Awkward Elk says healers would be useless and Gigi would be pretty OP, not gonna lie. They think Gigi would be OP because Gigi can grant herself a random item from any tier. Yeah, but at the same time, she can still only get up to 3 items. In order to get those items, she would still have to die. So, nah. Well, they would just make it so that Gigi can't drop items because she wants to keep all the items for herself to use. Be so for real right now. I feel like that would never happen. Since you could use Bone on Roger or Shrimpo or some other tune with bad speed and basically have 4 to 5 speed on everyone. Alright, that's enough talk. And the ground root. No, I like the idea that this is specific to a tune, but I do really like the idea of whenever you die, your items explode. Moving on from that, before we get talking about the Twisted Dandy buff, Separate Anywhere says, I don't see the point complaining about trinkets. And I don't know if they're talking about like just trinkets in general, or if they're talking about trinkets being nerfed, or rather people's trinket combination. Considering they have a combination of fancy purse and coin purse, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say they're talking about trinket combos on people. Yeah.
How dare you dumb trinket?
The person is likely trying something new. If we never discovered distracting and tried something new and all of that, we wouldn't be distracting. It's okay. Try something new either way. It's not hurting anyone. Holy smokes. I'm not even gonna bother reading the comments on that. I think it's just gonna be a bunch of like arguing. But in other news, I do have something pretty exciting to share with you guys. After the absolute bone trinket fiasco, Quell wanted to share some Shelly optimization stuff since I knew there was a lot of people excited about that. So without further ado, before we get into the even cooler stuff, this might actually be the most epic thing. Let's check out what optimized Shelly looks like and Twisted Shelly optimization. The Twisted Shelly optimizations are going to be awesome. So here we go. We got Shelly just, you know, doing her thing, running the streets. But let's go ahead and compare it to what it looks like now. So as of right now, she runs like this. And with her optimizations, I honestly, I'll be honest, with her run, I don't notice a whole lot. Oh, it's the skirt. Her skirt, like, kind of flaps up and down, and then she also looks way more polished. Don't get me wrong. I'm always down for optimizations. This looks great. But now we got the real tea. Show me Twisted Shelly! So here's her current standstill and currently what she looks like when she chases ya. Which honestly, up close isn't as bad as I thought. As far as main Twisted goes, her and V are definitely the most boring. But I love the way her hands just dangle. And it looks like the new Twisted version really leans into it. Yo, look at that! It truly encompasses a dinosaur. Like, her back is at a straight freaking 90. Like, it's not kind of at a hopeless. Do you speak English? I'm just wondering. It's at a very, very strong angle. And she just looks more polished. I'm excited for this to come to the game. Pause. What is this? Oh, dear. Okay. Okay. So, heart pattern pants enjoyers. Here's a trade offer. I do heart pattern on future skin. If you don't know what she's talking about, if you don't know what heart pattern pants are, naturally, this is where my head goes. This is heart pattern pants. Within that same thread, Quell says, Astro will get optimized eventually. I actually plan to edit his design very slightly. AKA, just giving him black shorts under the blanket. I think dude needs some shorts. And with the alluding of the heart pattern pants and then saying Astro is gonna get shorts on, this creator, Blue, decided to throw on the heart pattern pants on Astro. Bro, Astro really would be the type of guy to be wearing heart pattern pants under his blanket. All right, moving on from that. So before I explain what I'm about to show you, here's some context. So here's Sprout, right? Here's Pebbles distracting Sprout. We're on the same page. Watch as Sprout decides to climb over the couch, right? He just fully just goes, whoop! I'm gonna go over the couch. Oh, that wasn't good enough for you? Here's Sprout running on top of the freaking counter. So yeah, this was a bug that eventually got fixed. However, Quell had something to say about it. She's saying fixed in regarding to the Twisted Sprout situation. However, she says, but I like the idea of the bug, and I might find a way to implement something like it more official in the future since players liked it. What do you mean there might be a freaking Twisted that can jump over obstacles? Did this just become Dead by Daylight? Are we gonna have to start sliding over pallets and stuff now? However, this does have to go along with my next topic. Could this be a part of the Twisted Dandy buff? Okay, let's finally talk about the main premise of the video, Twisted Dandy buff. So it's been talked about in the past, and just recently, it got confirmed again. As you can see right here, here is an official screenshot from Quell. I do want to buff Twisted Dandy at some point. But the real question is, does it relate to this at all? Appearing that they were said somewhat close together, considering her profile picture's the same. And right now in Discord, it's quite literally the Amazing Digital Circus. I sound like a bigger geek than I ever have right now. I'm literally talking about what profile picture she had. But I wonder if Twisted Dandy is going to be able to break objects or move through objects or move over top of objects. I also am wondering if Twisted Dandy might now get their own unique floor like Dyle. I definitely see that happening. Do you guys not see a world where that happens? And I could see it being a hard floor. Why not make Twisted Dandy's room, hear me out, the Toon rooms? That almost makes sense in itself. Regardless though, the explanation of the Twisted Dandy buff to at some point be more dangerous like Twisted Dyle. So I could totally see this coming out for the Halloween update. Honestly, I really do. Either way, that's gonna be it. I was gonna talk about Halloween tunes, but I think I can still save the Halloween update for a video in itself. Thank you guys all so much for watching today. I really do love and appreciate you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Dyle gameplay video yesterday. Until next time.
Bye.